Well, yeah. Cleopatra talked about a single, actually. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same from the video, the same one we did for Gary's in the Twilight Zone. I wasn't sure what they were saying to me on the phone about it. Like, he was talking about the video, and then they were talking about a single. So, could be Gary's in the Twilight Zone. Gary lives in the Twilight Zone, which would be along with the video. But yeah, we'll see, getting closer to my Dion roots, I guess you would say, with this album, maybe. There's a couple of them, but I like the Sin Eater. That one I feel has that real kind of a solid sound that I remember so well when one time Peanut Butter Wolf was giving me a ride from San Francisco back to LA, I guess. And he had a tape of Sly, the album that I liked from Sly Stone, Fresh. The sound, I used to love the sound of the album because I had the vinyl album of it. But Peanut Butter Wolf actually had Sly's mix that he made in his room of the album, because I guess he recorded a lot of the sound on it. And I remember that sound, and the Sin Eater kind of brings me to that period, and it has that real kind of solid sound. And as we know the history of the Sin Eater, I don't want to elaborate on it, but that was a custom, hundreds of years ago, where they would bring in the local town Sin Eater. So if a family member died, usually it had to be a wealthy people, they would hire the local Sin Eater to eat the sins of the dead person before they could go to heaven. So I was going to basically, the concept of the Tormented album was originally going to be a concept album about the Sin Eaters and how they existed back in the past. But then it turned into, what it is, Tormented. So it's kind of, So anyways, there's a lot of good songs on there, so I think people will enjoy it. Plus, a few kind of piano trio things here and there dabbled into the mix. And of course, Frank Roma, who, Linda kissed Frank Roma. We all know that one, but Frank Roma's featured on tenor sax on one of the cuts. And so, yeah, it's it's an interesting album. It's, my latest. I try to keep, in a certain Gary Wilson vein of when I put my albums out. As I've often said, if it doesn't meet my requirement, then, as I said before, what's the use of putting the record out unless it is your identity on the record. So, I mean, I can dabble a lot with keyboards and stuff, but the songs have to be, Gary Wilson. Gary Wilson does Gary Wilson, I guess, is what we're talking about here.